Good morning to everyone joining us. What immense joy it is to be here, sharing with you one of the most powerful, most transformative, and most hope-filled verses in all of the Bible. A passage that, despite its brevity, carries a universe of meaning, an ocean of love, and a promise that redefines our very existence. We are talking about John 3:16. Have you ever paused to consider the depth of these words? For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Simple, direct, yet with a force capable of moving mountains, igniting the faintest of flames, and helping us envision a greater purpose for our journey. Let's unpack this truth together. For God so loved the world. The first word that resonates is love. Not a conditional love, not a love based on our merits or our perfection. It is an unconditional love, a love that precedes any action of ours. It's the love of a father who sees the world with all its imperfections, its pains, its failures, and decides to act. It's a love that reaches us wherever we are, no matter how distant we feel, no matter how lost we may be. Think for a moment. Do you feel loved? Do you feel valued? Often in our daily lives, we are bombarded with messages that lead us to doubt our worth. Comparison, external expectations, momentary failures can make us feel small, insufficient. But John 3:16 comes to demystify all of that. It shouts to us loud and clear that we are the object of a divine and inexhaustible love, that he gave his only begotten Son. Herein lies the proof of that love. It wasn't a cheap offer. It wasn't something of little value. It was the surrender of what was most precious. God's love manifests in sacrifice. This teaches us a fundamental lesson about true love. It gives itself, it surrenders, it seeks the good of the other above all else. It is not a passive love, but an active love, moving towards us. This surrender of the Son, Jesus Christ, is the link that connects us with hope. It's the path that opened so we could have a new chance, a new beginning. How many times in our lives do we feel we need a second opportunity? That we've made seemingly irreparable mistakes? The message of John 3:16 is a constant invitation to redemption, to restoration. It's the certainty that no matter how much we've stumbled, no matter how far we've strayed, there's always a way back, an outstretched arm ready to welcome us. That whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. This is the core of the promise, the gift offered to us. It is not a life free of challenges, but a life with purpose, a life that transcends the limitations of time. Faith in Jesus Christ is the key that unlocks this door. To believe is not just an intellectual assent. It is a surrender of the heart, a complete trust in what God has done for us. And here's the part that motivates us most for everyday life. If we believe, we do not perish. We do not perish in despair. We do not perish in loneliness. We do not perish in lack of purpose. On the contrary, we gain a new perspective, a new strength to face challenges. Everlasting life is not just something for the distant future. It begins here and now in how we live, how we relate, how we see the world. Let's think together. What does this truth mean for your Monday, for your Tuesday, for your daily life? It means you have a greater purpose. That every step you take, every challenge you face, every joy you experience can be lived in the light of this unconditional love. Dare to dream big, because the love that sustains you is greater than any fear. Yes, fear is a great paralyzer, but God's love, revealed in John 3:16, gives us the courage to go further, to take risks, to seek what truly makes us happy. Don't give up at the first obstacles, for persistence is the language of confident love. If God didn't give up on us, even when we were flawed, why would we give up on ourselves or on our dreams? The faith that springs from John 3:16 propels us to be resilient, to get up after every fall, knowing that we are not alone. Every new dawn is a blank page to write a story of faith and overcoming, and that story is guided by love. No matter what happened yesterday or what troubles you today, with each new day, the promise of John 3:16 renews, inviting us to restart, to learn, to evolve. Be the light you wish to see in the world, a reflection of the love that illuminates you. If we have been loved in such a way, we are invited to overflow that love to our neighbor, to practice compassion, kindness, empathy, to be instruments of the hope we have received. Embrace your journey with gratitude, for life is a gift wrapped in divine love. Many times we complain about what we lack, about what we don't have. But John 3:16 invites us to a perspective of gratitude. Gratitude for life, for opportunity, for the chance to exist under the grace of such a grandiose love. The power of a mind transformed by faith is unshakable in the face of adversity. When we understand the magnitude of what John 3:16 offers us, our mind is freed from the shackles of despair and anxiety. We are strengthened to face any storm, for we know that the anchor of our soul is firm in the love of God. Your faith is the compass that points to a purpose that transcends time. We are not here by chance. Each of us has a calling, a mission, and John 3:16 reminds us that this purpose is aligned with the divine plan, with the love that created and sustains us. May God's love be the fuel that drives your actions and the peace that calms your soul. In such a hectic world, so full of demands, God's love is the refuge, the safe harbor. It gives us the motivation to act, but also the peace to rest, knowing that we are under the Creator's care. Do not let doubt overshadow the certainty of a love that never fails. Doubt is a thief of dreams, an assassin of hope. But John 3:16 is the undeniable truth, the rock on which we confirm our faith, dispelling any shadow of uncertainty. With love and faith, every obstacle becomes a stepping stone to victory. Life is made of challenges, but the promise of John 3:16 empowers us to see each difficulty not as an end, but as an opportunity for growth, learning, and strengthening. Your story is a living testament to the love that transforms lives. Each of us is proof of God's ability to love and transform. May your life, your journey, be an echo of this truth, inspiring others to discover the same love. The strength to keep going lies in the promise of an everlasting love. When tiredness hits, when the desire to give up arises, remember the promise. Remember that you are loved with a love that transcends time, that has no end. This will give you the strength to get up and continue. Be inspired by the love that gave itself for you, and be the change the world needs. We are not called to be mere spectators. We are called to be agents of transformation, to bring love, hope, and light wherever we go, inspired by the greatest act of love ever witnessed. May each new dawn be a reminder of the unconditional love that sustains you. Start each day with this truth in your heart. Let it fill you, strengthen you, guide you in every decision, in every interaction. Your life has a divine purpose, shaped by the love that created you. There is no accident in your existence. You were created with a purpose, with unique talents and abilities, and this purpose is intrinsically linked to God's love. True freedom is found in living under the grace of a love that liberates and restores. Often we seek freedom in fleeting things, but true freedom, freedom from guilt, fear, and despair, is found in the grace of this love that forgives and restores us. Be the echo of hope, spreading the good news of saving love. Share this message. Share the hope, the joy, the peace you have found. Be a beacon, illuminating the path for those still in darkness. With gratitude in your heart, celebrate the life given to you by love. Life is a gift, and this gift is a reflection of God's love for us. Celebrate every moment, every breath, every opportunity. There are no limits for those who live under the abundance of divine love. Our limitations are often imposed by ourselves or by circumstances. But when we live under God's love, possibilities expand, horizons widen. Let the love of God be your guide, your strength, and your eternal inspiration. May this be your daily compass, your inexhaustible source of energy, and the inspiration for a full and meaningful life. My friends, John 3:16 is not just a verse to be memorized. It is a truth to be lived. It is the foundation upon which we can build a life of purpose, hope, and overflowing love. May this message resonate in your heart today and always, propelling you to live the full life God has for you. Remember, you are loved, you have a purpose, and everlasting life, which begins now, awaits you. Thank you very much for your company. May God richly bless your life. Until next time.